Good morning. Hey, seems like you guys always catch me while I'm driving, but headed up to pick up the kids. They've been staying with their grandparents for the weekend, and gonna head up to the family ranch and maybe give you guys a little bit of a tour. Maybe a quick walk around some of the cars we got up there. That's where we keep drag cars, the boats, all that kind of stuff that we don't have space for to store down here in the city. So not going to be too much of an eventful day, but I think it shed a little bit of light on what we got kind of coming up, and some of the content you could expect to see us posting on the drag racing stuff and some of the other stuff that we get into, and behind the scenes look, I guess you'll say. So check it out, stick around, show you some cool stuff, and yeah. Well, it looks like they did some grading while I was gone here. Pulling up to the ranch, see what everybody's doing. Kids probably still sleeping. Got dogs out. How about those rattlesnakes? Those are pretty crazy. They had the dogs getting trained to not attack snakes and be aware of rattlesnakes. Pretty gnarly stuff, man. Got the kids. Say what's up.
Hi.
Other kid. Let's go take a look at some cars. Alright guys, so as we talked in the live stream, motor came out of the race car because there was some issues. Post some pictures. So then we put the spare motor in it and had some issues with that one, so heads are off that thing. Blew a head gasket on that one. Typical nitrous motor stuff, but give you a quick little walk around, you get used to the car, and definitely some more videos to come. A little bit of nitrous action. Door slammer, obviously. Small tire car. 12 bolt. Couple other cars we got going on here. 67 Impala. Currently for sale. Big block, 4-speed, AC. Interior's all done. For the most part. Still got to get the other door panels on. But this thing's just got the carpet put back into it. A little stock big block, factory deal, AC. This needs a little cleaning up. Been sitting out here for a little bit. Here we go. Infamous Rally 350. Only came in yellow. Good looking car. This car also for sale. Interior's all done. Not gonna paint this one before we sell it because it's kind of cool to keep this thing the factory colors and patina. But good looking front end on these things. Motor's all rebuilt. There you go, nice and fresh. Ready to rock. Jet boat here. LS6 big block tonneau ram. Not going to take the cover off that thing today, but maybe you'll see us take that out this year. Do some water action with the kids. What do you think, man?
Yep.
So the kids been here last week working with Grandpa on the race car. What have you guys been doing?
So basically we had to take the cylinder head off because there was something leaking inside it, so we had to go get those repaired.
That's it?
Yep, that's about it. Oh, well, we took the gaskets, of course, off, and we gotta get new gaskets.
So the like I said earlier, this is the spare motor. So the main motor, last time we were out, had a little bit of a miss. Turned out, blew out a chunk of the cylinder head between two cylinders, and also poked a couple holes in some pistons, so that was cool. So we sent those out to get repaired, and put this thing in it just to continue running it and do some testing on it, and blow a head gasket, typical for a nitrous motor. So here we are, 2 motors down, just got the heads back, so we'll have a video here shortly of us getting those things put back together and hopefully get this thing back on the track here pretty soon.
Yep.
Think we'll go racing this season again?
I hope so.
If the budget allows.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're headed home now. Got some stuff to do before the school week starts up again. But gave you guys a little bit of insight on what we got going on, and we'll place some pictures of the race car here at the end of the video so you can kind of see it making some passes and that stuff. Plenty of content on that to come. You know, I think it's going to be a good deal, man. There's a lot of stuff we got going on, and sometimes it seems like we got too much going on, but I guess there can never be too much of a good thing, you know? So, glad to have you guys along. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. So, slight change of plans. I was going to end the video earlier, but we decided to stop at this burger joint that's got a ridiculously long line in California. I'm sure you know where we're at. Figured I'd take that time to talk with you guys a little bit and talk about the race car, give you a little background on it, and maybe show you a little bit more footage. The car's at 65 holes, and we built this thing, man, shoot, when I was a teenager, and had a different motor in it at the time. Still a big block, LS7, square port heads, 12-to-1 compression, and it worked, you know. And little by little we wanted to get more competitive and build it up, and now it's got that Scott Shafroth Sportsman motor in it, 555 cubic inches, 900 horse on the motor, plus another 500 shot of nitrous. It's got 12-bolt rear end, fully built, 410 gears, turbo 400, fully built. Still running the factory front suspension with weight transfer shocks in it. Hold on, I'm going to have to place an order here, so I'm going to have to cut you guys off. Give me 1 sec. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. The, where were we? Turbo 400. Yeah, still running kind of stock suspension setup. You know, the biggest issue with the car, with making the power it's making right now, is it smokes the tire out of the hole.
McLean M717, car 717.
Can't squeeze out of the hole, it's going to smoke the tires, so we're generally squeezing in second. The car runs low nines as is. Ideally it's an 8-second car, but there's to get it there we need to throw a trans brake in it. With that we need to back have it, get some bigger tires under it. That's the biggest limitation on the car at this point. Unfortunately, with all the other projects we got going on, it's kind of backburnered right now, and we're just running it the way we're running it. But ideally within the next year or so, as we sell those other 2 cars, those are going to fund building a bigger shop at the ranch, so we can really strip down the race car and redo the whole chassis at that point. The ideal game plan would be to build a full tube chassis for it, lose some weight in that thing, and just get some better suspension set up. If we don't have that option, then at the bare minimum we're going to be back having it just to get coilovers in the rear and get some better traction. So stepdad drives the car most of the time. I've driven it a few times. You know, we kind of built this thing for him to run and have fun with when I was younger, and it's kind of grown from there into family race team, and whoever wants to drive that day is driving, you know. But going forward, you know, it seems to be that as he's getting older, he kind of wants to sit back, and maybe I'll start campaigning that thing full time. We'll see what happens, you know. But anyways, man, stick around and stay tuned. Like I said, on all the projects, there's always going to be a little bit of racing, whether it's off-road, whether it's drag racing, whether it's bikes. There's always going to be builds going on. We got project cars coming out of our ears, and there's always going to be some cool stuff going on, man. So stick around, hit that subscribe button, click the bell. That way you guys get notified. We might do some live streams here soon, because I know you guys got a lot of questions when we were on the live stream the other night about in particular stuff with the builds and that kind of thing, and you know, maybe we can shed some light during a live stream on some of the stuff and what we're going and what the game plan is, you know. So we'll catch you next time. Later.